Welcome to the German Perspective, where we pick news from German sources about American events. Today's topic: Trump's partial immunity, Supreme Court ruling and its impact on the 2024 election. In a landmark decision, the Supreme Court of the United States has ruled on the question of presidential immunity in the case of former President Donald Trump. This ruling has profound implications not only for Trump but also for the broader understanding of presidential power in the U.S. According to a report from T-Online, the court decided that a U.S. president cannot be criminally prosecuted for official acts conducted during their term in office, but they can be held accountable for unofficial actions. The Supreme Court's decision stems from multiple legal challenges facing Trump, particularly those related to the January 6 Capitol riot and allegations of election interference in Georgia. Trump had argued that his actions during his presidency were protected by absolute immunity. However, the court ruled that while presidents enjoy some immunity for official acts, they are not above the law for their unofficial actions. This ruling means that it is now up to the lower courts to determine which of Trump's actions fall under the category of official duties and which do not. This process is expected to be lengthy and complex, as the courts will need to meticulously analyze the nature of each act in question. The background of this case is rooted in the events of January 6, 2021, when a violent mob stormed the U.S. Capitol. Trump had previously incited his supporters with claims of a stolen election and urged them to fight like hell. The attack resulted in 5 deaths and numerous injuries. A special prosecutor later filed charges against Trump for election interference. Trump's legal team argued that he was immune from prosecution for these actions, claiming they were part of his presidential duties. Initially, a lower court rejected this claim, stating that accepting such an argument would undermine the separation of powers fundamental to U.S. governance. The Supreme Court, which has shifted significantly to the right due to appointments made during Trump's presidency, ultimately decided that while presidents are immune from prosecution for official acts, they can be prosecuted for unofficial acts. This nuanced decision reflects the court's attempt to balance the principle of executive immunity with the need for accountability. The ruling has significant implications for Trump's ongoing legal battles, particularly the case regarding election interference in Georgia. Since the Supreme Court has not granted Trump full immunity, the case will now return to the lower court for further proceedings. This means that Trump could potentially face criminal charges related to his attempts to overturn the 2020 election results. The decision also has broader consequences for the presidency. It sets a precedent that future presidents can be held accountable for unofficial actions, even while in office. This ruling reinforces the principle that no one is above the law, a cornerstone of American democracy. The timing of this decision is crucial as it comes just before the 2024 presidential election, where Trump is once again a candidate. The legal battles he faces could impact his campaign and influence voter perceptions. While his supporters may view the legal challenges as politically motivated attacks, his opponents see them as necessary steps to uphold the rule of law. Trump's critics argued that his actions on January 6 and his attempts to overturn the election results warrant legal consequences. They believe that allowing a president to evade accountability would set a dangerous precedent and undermine democratic institutions. On the other hand, Trump and his supporters claim that the legal proceedings are part of a witch hunt aimed at preventing him from returning to office. The Supreme Court's ruling also highlights the ongoing tension between the judiciary and the executive branch. By asserting that presidents do not have absolute immunity, the court has affirmed its role as a check on executive power. This decision may influence how future presidents conduct themselves, knowing that their unofficial actions could be subject to legal scrutiny. In conclusion, the Supreme Court's ruling on Trump's partial immunity has far-reaching implications for American politics and the legal system. It addresses a fundamental question about the limits of presidential power and reinforces the principle of accountability. As the 2024 election approaches, this decision will undoubtedly play a significant role in shaping the political landscape. Stay tuned for more updates on this critical development. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.
Political storms, media's fight, from the dawning to the night. What we see from our own light shapes opinion, shapes the might. Through the wall of screens we know, news and stories come and go. With a touch of doubt we show, connecting worlds with a flow.